What's up guys, and welcome to a brand new channel of mine. So this channel is strictly about animals, and today's video is a brand new series, obviously, about, it's called Up Close With, and so basically I pick an animal, or you pick an animal for me, and I will do 10 facts about them, and I will give you like general like stuff about them. And yeah, and this will hopefully be out weekly, but I can't promise anything really. But yeah, I will be back. I'm gonna go jump into something a bit more fitting for this video, and I will see you in 3, 2, 1. Hello guys. So now that I'm dressed for the occasion, I think you can now guess what I'm gonna do on with the head and the mug and the title, obviously. But yeah, let's jump into the facts, shall we? Yeah. So let's jump into the basic information first. So there are 2 different species of sloth, or sloth, doesn't matter, and that is the 3-toed and the 2-toed, but I will tell you the difference later on in the video, so we're gonna skip over that. They are found in South America, so they're found in Costa Rica and all along the Amazon, north of the Amazon River, so yeah, those countries north of the Amazon River. I'm not good at geography, so I couldn't tell you what. And where they also live in the top of trees, which was obvious because, yeah, everyone knows that. But they do that to avoid like predators like jaguars and other stuff on the floor that can't get up that high. So now that we've got a few basic information out of the way, let's jump into the facts, shall we? Number 10. Their metabolism. So they have got a really slow metabolism. So when they eat, it gets stored in their stomach, and so that stored food can become about 30% of their actual body weight when their actual body weight. So when they eat as well, it takes them about a month to digest 1 leaf, or like a meal. So, and that will be stored in their stomach and is literally their whole weight, basically. Fact number 9. They have backwards hair. So, like normal mammals, like a dog or a cat, will have hair going from their back to their stomach. Whereas these guys, their hair goes from their stomach to their back. That is because when they're hanging upside down in the trees, they're living in the rainforest, so that, and it rains obviously all the time. So when it does rain, the water just hits them on the stomach and rolls straight off. So, and it will just hang down. And it's just easier. It's just an adaptation that they've got throughout the years. And yeah. Number 8. So, we all know sloths like to sleep, like, a lot. But exactly how much do they sleep? So in the wild, they can sleep for up to about 15 hours before they have to move and start looking for food and to avoid predators, all of that. But in places like safari parks, zoos and other places where they're sheltered away and away from predators and at natural elements, and they've got vets on hand, they will sleep for up to 21 hours a day because they know they're safe. So, yeah. So, fact number 7. Strong claws. So, you'd think that hanging upside down all day would be hard on the arms, right? Wrong. So, it's actually the claws that take all the weight. So, the arms don't take any strain at all. And so, that is another evolutionary trait for them to survive. Because if the arms were in pain all the time while hanging, they wouldn't survive properly. They would have to be on the move all the time. And like, yeah, so it's not very good. Number 6, camouflage. So in the wild, you'd think being a big brown ball in a tree, you'd get seen really easy, right? But no. So the sloth, where they're so slow and they don't catch the eye of anything, harpy eagles flying above, can't see them, just think it's another part of the tree. But they also have another good adaptation. They will they grow algae on their fur, and they will have slight green to them. And the funny thing is that when they're hungry, they can't be bothered to move, like most people, like most animals, can't be bothered to do anything. They'll just reach around, grab some of the algae, and have some for dinner. Simple as that, really. Number 5. A furry ecosystem. So inside that fur that's got all algae on and that's so thick, there are bugs that live in there. So they have their own ecosystem. So there's been known to have moths in there and other small critters, and they can survive because they can feed on the smaller critters, they can feed on the algae, they've got shelter away from predators, everything. So they're absolutely fine. So once, yeah, they will die in there as well. So that is their home for life. Fact number 4. Upside down meals. So sloths are actually adapted to eat upside down. This is because it just suits their lifestyle. And obviously, it's just easier for them. And so they would do this in 2 ways. They'll eat in 2 ways. So they will have their back legs on the branch above, hang down, and then be picking up the food with their front claws and put it in their mouth while hanging upside down. Or they will be hanging like that and then eating like that. So, yeah, that's how they eat upside down. Fact number 3. So, toilet breaks. So, a sloth doesn't go a poo very often. So they go about once every 8 days. And that is because when they have to go down to the floor to go a poo, which is like the most dangerous thing for a sloth to do because they're the most vulnerable and they can't move very fast on the floor. The other thing is their metabolism. It's really slow, as I mentioned before in fact 10. And yeah, but when sloths do have to go a poo, they will go down the tree, same tree every time, no matter where they are, they'll go to that same tree and go down it. And they'll go on the floor, go a poo, and it's also, when they go a poo, it's really weird, but they meet their mates at the tree where they're going to poo. So imagine that, meeting your potential mate while having a poo. Yeah. Fact number 2. So, as a volunteer at London Zoo, I get this question quite a fair few times. Do sloths fart? The answer is no, yes, sort of. Bit of a weird answer, but I'll explain it even more. So let's start with the no part. They don't fart as, say, a human would, or a dog would, or a cat would. So they don't do it out their backside. The yes part is they do, but, and then the sort of part is it's out their mouth. So literally it's, yeah, as I said, it's out their mouth. So don't get too close to one's mouth. That's what I'm saying. So we're down to the last fact, and this fact is obviously number 1, but this fact is swimming. So sloths are actually very good swimmers. So, and they have been known to position themselves above trees, above water even, just in case they fall out and they fall into the water, because they are 3 times faster at swimming than they are walking on the floor. And yeah, they use their big long reach to do like a weird doggy paddle type swim thing. And yeah. Now, this is the last part of the video, and this is going to be the differences between the 6 different types of sloth. So there's 2 different species. There's the 3-toed and the 2-toed. And then underneath there's subspecies. There's 4 different three-toed and 2 different two-toed. So we're gonna go through and tell you the difference, or how to spot them. So before we get into this, I need to say that all sloths have 3 toes on their back feet. It's the front claws that differ. So some have 2, some have 3. Yeah. So let's start with the Linnaeus's two-toed sloth, shall we? So this is actually my favourite sloth because this is the one I volunteer with at London Zoo. And so they have a big black protruding nose, big round black protruding nose, dark fur, and they are also more laid back. So two-toed in general are more laid back than three-toed, and they're less fussy when they're eating food, so they're easier to be kept in captivity. That's why you don't see as many three-toed in captivity. So let's move on to the Hoffman's two-toed sloth. So the Hoffman's has a lighter, much lighter face. So they have white around, like a triangle around their eyes and their nose. They also have a big black protruding nose, but they also have dark fur on their arms and legs, and lighter fur on their stomach / back area. So let's move on to the three-toed, shall we? So the first one that I'm going to start with is the maned. So this sloth has obviously big mane on his head. They're more gingery in colour, and they've got a very small facial area. So their noses aren't as big as a two-toed. The next one that I've got written down here is a pygmy sloth. So they are the smallest of all the sloths. So they have got dark eyeliner basically along their eyes there. These basically, but yeah, same thing. And yeah, they're just really small, and they've got 3 claws. So the next one we've got is the pale-throated three-toed sloth. So the pale-throated is got brown fur except for on his face and on his neck, where it's virtually white. So literally, I think that's what this one is, what I'm wearing. Yeah. And then lastly, we're moving on to the brown-throated three-toed sloth. And so obviously it looks like the pale-throated, but obviously dark, and not with the white bits on its face and its throat. But they've got a very small like nose, and yeah, they're just dark brown. They've got 3 toes. So So guys, thank you for watching. So this is my first video, so if you did like and you want more on different animals, leave a comment of what animal you'd like to see, and smash that like button as well please. It would really help me. Thank you.